Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Cool Hero Trails of Cold Steel. Beim letzten Mal haben wir das alte Schulhaus zum fünften Mal erkundet. Wir folgen auf in Kapitel 4 und sind nun am Abend. Und wollen nun hier eine kleine versteckte Quest machen, die sich aufhält. Gerade gucken, wo genau. Ah ja. What am I gonna do with this? Is everything okay? Oh, hey Rean. To tell you the truth, I found an ink brush on campus this morning. I'm trying to figure out whether or not to toss it in the incinerator. It's pretty nice. What do you mean by ink brush? Well, it's the brush, but it doesn't look like it's had any paint on it. Mind if I take a look? Geile Schuljahr. Oh, I recognize this. Is this most likely an Eastern calligraphy brush? So you've seen one of these things before? I have. Someone close to me had an interest in calligraphy, so it's a familiar sight by now. It's an art that has people putting all of their thoughts and emotion into whatever they write. Skilled calligraphers can express those feelings in every stroke of their character they're writing, making their work unique. Well, isn't that something? Then I'm sure its owner must have left it behind by accident. I wish I could get it back to him, whoever there. Do I know anyone from the academy as interested in Eastern calligraphy as my master was? There's only one person I can think of who would have the same interest as he does. I don't even think he's supposed to be on campus today, but it's worth a shot. I think I know who that brush's owner is. Would you mind giving it to me for now? Or do you? That'll take some weight off my old shoulders, I tell you that. It's all yours. Thank you. I'll be sure to take it right over. I just hope you've got the right person in mind. With Destiny. Dann gehen wir doch mal hier ins Schulgebäude. Denn wem gehört es wohl? Richtig. Principal Van Dyke. I'm glad I caught you, Principal Van Dyke. I heard that you weren't going to be on campus today. Good day, Schwester. Unfortunately, I'm only here to gather the papers I need for my next meeting. In fact, you caught me right as I was about to leave. But did you have something to ask me? I can certainly spare a minute or two to help a student. Thank you very much. I do have one quick question. He definitely doesn't have time for a report on the old schoolhouse. It's kind of a strange one too. Geile, the janitor, gave me this ink brush. It wouldn't happen to be yours by any chance, would it? We showed Principal Van Dyke the Eastern ink brush. That it is. I was just lamenting its loss earlier. I thought as much. I'm glad I could reunite it with its rightful owner. Thank you ever so much. Where did you say you found this again? Well, Geiler gave it to me, and he told me he found it near the water fountains this morning. I see, that would make sense. I was giving it a good cleaning over there just this morning. However, I left it there when someone called for me. By the time I was able to return, it had disappeared. How happy I am to have it back in my possession. Thank you again for spending the time and energy to reunite us, Schwarzer. It was no trouble at all. I'm kind of curious about that brush, though. It looked like you've used it for a long time. Ah, so you've noticed. It was a gift from an old friend of mine, you see. In our younger days, we were constantly sparring, both to improve our skills and to motivate one another. He was the one who urged me to take up the art of Eastern calligraphy. I suppose it's been around 10 years since then. It's impressive that you've had the same brush for so long now. My apologies, Rean, but I'm afraid I must be going now. I wish I had more time to discuss the finer points of calligraphy with you, but alas. Maybe some other time. Hope I didn't make you late, though. Don't fret, I cannot thank you enough for returning my brush to me. Please take this as a sign of my thanks. Thank you very much. And with that, I will take my leave. I look forward to hearing your report on the old schoolhouse upon my return. The return of the king. Okay, that went gelaufen, okay. I wonder if his old friend is really who I think it is. Anyway, I probably shouldn't be loitering in this room. Tja, wer könnte wohl sein, Freund? Der bestimmt nicht der Master von Rean. Nee, auf gar keinen Fall. So, Wir haben hier jetzt noch, wenn wir hier, da ist George. The old schoolhouse is just full of surprises, isn't it? There's the elevator and now the mechanical red door. Maybe I should go check it out when I finally get some free time. Just not now though, I'm totally exhausted after all that work. Maybe my brain could use a little jump start from that super sweet donut I've got tucked away in the cupboard. He couldn't look any happier if I gave him a million mirror. He must really love sweet things. Müsste jetzt... Was ist das Richtige? Wo ist... Oh, da ist George. Sweet Fan. Ja. Perfekt. Das Gymnasium. Die zweite Ebene hat tatsächlich mal einen Sinn. Man glaubt es kaum. I haven't had a serious duel with someone in quite some time now. Edward isn't so bad himself. Like anyone's gonna believe that after the way you demolished him. Holy hell. Even I don't stand a chance when you go all out. But I guess that's what makes you the terror of the fencing club. Huh? Da, Club Number 1. Genau, und dann auf dem Dach der Schule haben wir die gute schwarze Katze, die Celine. Geben ihr frische Milch. Ich bin sehr glücklich darüber. Perfekt. Und dann haben wir jetzt die beiden Bonding-Events. Machen wir erstmal einmal kurz Elliot. Wer stand hier unten? Oh. Were you playing the piano, Elliot? Yep, I thought it might lighten my spirits a bit. I'm starting to feel a little nervous now that our performance is coming up. Alright, sorry for interrupting you. You're performing at the church in town, right? Yeah, that's the one. We're hoping a lot of the townspeople and kids will come out and see us. The Wind Orchestra holds a concert like this every year. Last year's was apparently a huge success. Oh really? Guess I should go see it if I have time. Thanks, I really hope you can make it. You know, I'm kind of interested in hearing you play the piano. Hey, Elliot. Would you mind playing the piano a little for me? Sure thing, I'd like that. What should I play? Phew, I haven't played the piano in ages, so that was probably an ordeal for the ears. Are you kidding? I thought that sounded great. Given how good you are at the violin, I'm impressed you found the time to become a great piano player too. It's not a big deal. I tried every instrument you could think of back when I was still set on becoming a musician. That's all there is to it. You say that like that's not impressive in and of itself. Especially when you can still play so well after all this time. It didn't hurt that I always had one pianist in particular to look up to. He was the reason I even got interested in music in the first place. I guess it inspired me to put just as much effort into the piano as I did the violin. He must have really been something. I've never even gotten close to her level though. What if I can play a ton of instruments? It probably means I'll never stick with one long enough to master it. I don't have that willpower. I'm always giving up halfway, never making it to the end of anything. That's probably why I gave up on my dream to become a musician too. Elliot. Sorry, didn't mean to darken the mood all of a sudden. No worries, if anything, I'm happy you were able to open up to me like that. Besides, it shows me just how much you really do love music. Huh? I don't think you tried out a bunch of instruments just so you could find one to study. Music's what speaks to you. Seems only natural you'd want to learn how to hear all it's saying. If you didn't have that genuine passion, there's no way you would have gotten as good as you are. If you ask me, being able to love music like that is a talent all its own. Rean. Maybe I wasn't wrong after all. Wrong about what? Nothing, just talking to myself. Thanks though, that really cheered me up. I'll be sure to bring that attitude into the performance next month. Good to hear, I'll be cheering you on. Das war ein richtig nice Bonding-Event. Man hat gesehen, wie wichtig Rean für Elliot ist. Man hat die Selbstzweifel von Elliot ein bisschen begründet und so. Nice. What's Laura doing here? Looks like she's really concentrating. Is she practicing her cuts here? Well, I can't see any downside to watching Laura train. Maybe I'll even learn a thing or two. It might be best to just observe from distance. Whew. Impressive as always, Laura. Oh, Rean, I didn't see you come in. Sorry, I saw you practicing and couldn't help but stand and watch. I didn't want to break your concentration with some big greeting either. I'm glad I didn't, because your form was spectacular. That's very kind of you, Rean. But there's no need to lie. You're a skilled enough swordsman to have seen the uncertainty in my every swing just now. Sorry, I guess what was out of line. I understand your desire to protect my feeling, but I still have a way to go. There's nothing more to it. I was hoping that practice would clear my mind, but unfortunately that was not the case. I'm guessing this has something to do with Fee. Elisa told me that, as Fee's elder, I shouldn't let my emotions get to me so much. That's a perfectly reasonable expectation, but I find myself failing to do so time after time. I suppose this means I'm more hot-headed than I thought. Laura, listen. I'm not going to pretend I understand exactly what's going on between the two of you, but I don't think there's any need to force yourself to be any more of an adult than you are. What? For one thing, we're not adults. We're students, and we're here in part to learn how to be adults. It's like sportsmanship. No matter how hard you train, you can't rush mastery. These things take time, right? That's why I don't think you should try to will yourself into adulthood. Rean, if you ever need to clear your mind, just give me a call. We're both pursuing the way of a sword, so the least I can do is spar with you every once in a while. If you wanted to, we could even go at it right now. That won't be necessary. I'd like to take the time to think things over on my own today. That's perfectly fine. I do appreciate your offer though, and I'll be sure to take you up on it once I've resolved my current concerns. Got it. Really looking forward to that. Thank you, Rean. Das war auch ein gutes Bonding, weil das hat ein bisschen die Story-Probleme, die Laura gerade mit Fee hat, ein bisschen unterstrichen und nochmal beleuchtet. Das finde ich ganz gut. Gut, aber damit haben wir auch schon die, ich sag mal, optionalen Sachen geschafft. It's been a long day. I keep thinking about that red door down in the 4th floor of the old schoolhouse. Oh well, dwelling on it isn't going to magically make it pop open. I should probably head back to the dorm. Return to the dormitory.
Oh, you're headed back to Rean?
Yeah. You all on your way back then?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit bushed today.
I figured it was about time to return to the dorms, too.
To be honest, I was hoping to get some more studying in, but since everyone else was going back...
Good old peer pressure. Oh, aren't Laura and Fee with you?
I'm afraid not. We looked for them, but they were nowhere to be found.
They're old enough to find their own way back.
I guess you're right, but it's a shame we couldn't all go back together.
Rean?
Huh?
Who is that girl?
Isn't that uniform
Elise? When did you...
What?
Is that your sister?
The one and only. What are you doing here, Elise? And this late in the day, too.
Look deep in your heart and you'll find your answer.
What?
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm Elise, Rean's sister. I apologize for cutting in, but would it be possible for me to borrow him for a while?
It's been a while, huh? Must be 6 months since I saw you? 7?
Yeah. The last time I saw you was when I came back to Ymir at the end of last year. But I always thought we'd have a chance to meet up after you enrolled here.
I'm sorry. I wanted to meet you out here too. It's just, I've been so busy lately. Besides, it's not easy to get permission to leave St. Astraea's campus, is it?
That's entirely beside the point. Heimdall is just 30 minutes from Trista by train. Add 20 more minutes travel time to get from Central Station to my school. But I suppose you're so tied up that even 50 minutes is too much time to spare for a little visit.
I'm sorry. I really am. I kept being hit with classwork, exams, field studies. But you're right. I probably could have made time if I'd made that a priority. It's just that...
Yes?
Well... It's just that when I saw you last year, you seemed kind of... distant. I thought maybe you'd started to find me a bother, so I figured it'd be best to just stay out of your way, I guess.
I was never distant. Maybe it seemed that way because... well, it's kind of a personal thing. I'd rather not talk about it.
If something's bothering you, you know you can always tell me about it.
It doesn't matter. What does matter is that I've never thought of you as a bother, ever. And I swear on Adios's name that I never will.
Really? I'm happy to hear that. All right then. I'm going to clear up some time to come to the capital and see you. Promise. And you're always welcome to come visit me here, too.
Really? I'm glad to hear it. After growing up together, you're the last person I'd want to feel distant from.
You're right. So, is that what you came all the way out here to talk about? Seems a little overbearing just for that.
Well, our lack of communication has definitely been on my mind. But that's not the main reason I came here today. Do you really not know why I came?
Should I? Oh, that's the last letter I sent to you, isn't it? Oh, did you come for the souvenir I got you on our trip to the Nord Highlands? I found this cute accessory there that I figured you'd like.
You did? Wait, no, that's not why I came either. The issue here is the final part of your letter.
It's possible that after I graduate, I'll join the army. Even if I don't, though, I doubt I'll be coming back home to live. I really want to repay Mom and Dad for all they've done for me, so I'd appreciate your help with that at some point. I'm looking forward to catching up with you. Hope you're doing well. Rean Schwarzer. Ah, that.
What did you mean by, even if I don't, though, I doubt I'll be coming back home to live? Or by wanting to repay Mother and Father? You make it sound as though you intend to sever ties with them. You can't honestly be thinking that you're going to quietly bow out of succeeding father as head of the family. Are you, Rean?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I have no intention of becoming the head of the family or the next Baron Schwarzer. What's so surprising about that? I was adopted. I wasn't born into a nobleman's life. The best thing would be for you to marry a good man and have him succeed Dad as Baron.
That doesn't even make sense! You might not be related to us by blood, but you're still Father's only son. And the right of adopted children to succeed their family name is recognized under Imperial law.
Yeah, if the adopted child is of noble blood. At least that's how it's gone in most cases, and I'm not.
Oh.
What am I? Some abandoned kid that Dad found buried in a blizzard 12 years ago. I couldn't even remember where I was from, or life before that. Just my name. And when he chose to take me in as his son, Dad became the hot topic of high society. People called him eccentric, crazy. Some of them even accused him of being unfaithful to Mom. One even asked him to his face if he intended to open wide the gates of the nobility to some low-born bastard. At some point, he got tired of dealing with all of it. He started to avoid leaving Ymir. And eventually, he stopped showing his face at all among the nobility, except on rare occasions. I've caused a lot of trouble for our family, and I really don't want to cause any more than I already have. I doubt I'll be able to leave the Schwarzer name behind, but at the very least, I want you and Mom and Dad to have the respect you deserve with your peers. After all, you'll be 16 next year, making your debut into high society. I know it might seem extreme to you, but try to understand how I feel. I'll still visit Ymir. It's not like I want to just walk out of your lives altogether. That's not it. I mean, Mom and Dad have always looked out for me, and that's a debt I'll never...
You don't get it.
What?
You don't get it at all. You don't understand how Father feels. You don't understand how Mother feels. And you don't understand how I feel.
Elise?
You're the worst! Why do you always have to be so stubborn? I hate you! I hate you!
Elise?
Well, what are you doing just standing there?
What are you...
Look, I'm sorry we might have overheard you, but that's beside the point right now. Don't just stand there, go after her! She was crying.
I know this isn't a simple problem, but you can't just leave things like they are. She needs you.
Indeed, you have a duty to her as family.
Okay, I will. If you see her around, let her know I'm looking for her.
We will, so get going.
You've got a slap or two coming when you do find her, I'd wager.
It's no use. I can't sense her anywhere. I need to start looking around the entire campus.
Yep, das ist eine schöne Musik gerade. Super, die uns einfach eben mit Laura sprechen. Laura, are you looking for Elise too? I am. I heard about her disappearing earlier and have been searching for her since. Thanks, I really appreciate it. You should save your seconds until after we found her. I was informed of what happened between the two of you. Oh, I'm sorry you got dragged into what should have been just a family matter. Belonging to the nobility comes with countless obligations and complications, and your family situation is more complex than most. I believe I understand that at least some of your frustrations. Laura, however, there's one thing I feel I have to ask you. Could you swear to your sister with your hand on your heart that your choice isn't simply your desire to escape that life? Forgive me, it's not my place to pry. At least when I have, not least when I have my own hesitations to overcome. No, you're right. Look like you've got things covered here, so I'm going to go look somewhere else, okay? Understood. Leave this area to me. Academy Field. Not here either. Fee? Are you looking for Elise too? Got a call about what happened. I lost her father. Really? Thanks, I appreciate it. Sounds like you had a family spat. They told you all about that, huh? I'm not a noble by birth. Fact is, I don't even have a drop of noble blood in me. I'd always be an outsider in the world. And that's why I know the day will come when I have to leave home, because I don't belong there. Not really. I thought Elise would understand that, but it doesn't seem like she does. Until the others in Zephyr took me in, I was alone too. Never even knew my real parents, so I understand, at least a bit. But they were still family to me. I never thought about leaving them. Why would I? It's one place I knew I'd always belong. Don't you feel like that about your family? Well, it's none of my business. Let's just find her. You're right, I'll leave this area to you then. Thanks, you. Okay. Student Union Building. What's wrong, Rean? You seem awfully flustered. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in some kind of trouble. It's, well, Rean explained to Thor and Angelica that he was searching for his sister. Your sister? Yeah, I don't suppose either of you have seen her, have you? Not that I'm aware of. I've been in here talking with Thor for a while now. I see. A stunning young beauty from Saint Spire with luscious ebon locks. And she's Rean's sister too, so I'm sure she must have the grace of the finest, most delicate flower. Whoever finds her gets to be her one true prince, right? Absolutely not. Angie, this is serious. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, we'll do what we can to help. I'll take the Obel bike for a ride around the outside perimeter of the academy and see if I can find her. Honestly, I'll do what I can as the student council president to see if we can find her too. I'll call you as soon as we hear anything, so keep searching. Thanks, both of you. Und dann Front Gate. Also gar nicht, habe ich noch. Da. Es gibt 25 CP, das ist jetzt nicht so der Hammer, aber besser als nichts.
What am I going to do? I can't find her anywhere. It feels like she wouldn't have left the academy grounds, though.
Yo, Rean, what's up?
Crow? I'm just looking for someone.
A classmate? Or did some second-year sweetheart confess to you and you botched things up?
Actually, it's my younger sister. She's not a student here, though.
Oh, you have a sister? Honestly, I always kind of got that only child vibe from you.
Well...
I guess that must be who that girl I saw earlier was then. Long black hair, St. Estrella Academy uniform, tear-stained cheeks?
That has to be her. Where did you last see her?
She was talking with one of those upper crust boys in white, out on that path behind the school. That stuck-up first year, what's his name? High Arms, I think?
Don't you dare start acting like you're above me, Rean Schwarzer. Just because Ymir's lord took you in out of pity doesn't change the fact that you're a nobody without a drop of noble blood.
With him?
Oh je, Patrick.
He's the worst. Why does he never think about what would make him happy? I'm such an idiot. Why can't I just be more honest with him? and with myself. Where am I?
Oh, who might you be? That's the uniform of Heimdall's St. Estrella Girls' School, if I'm not mistaken. What brings a lady like yourself all the way out here?
I'm sorry,
No, I apologize. I wasn't accusing you of anything. Wait, right, I should introduce myself first. My name is Patrick. Patrick Hyarms. I'm sure you've heard the name before.
Hyarms? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Baron Schwarzer.
Ah, Elise. Such a lovely sounding name. Wait a second. Schwarzer? As in Rean Schwarzer? Are you his sister?
Yes? Rean is my elder brother.
Why does she have to be related to that cretin? But wait, he was adopted. That means they aren't related by blood.
It seems you're not on the best of terms with my brother. I don't wish to cause you any unpleasantness, so I'll just excuse myself.
No, you aren't. I mean... Wait! That way!
You said you saw her behind the old schoolhouse. Which way did she go?
Oh, right. Come on. I'll show you where I saw her.
Damn. Where could she have scurried off to? The old schoolhouse is usually locked, so I don't think she could have gone in there.
Patrick!
You?
Where's Elise? You better not have tried to pick a fight with her and scared her off.
I did no such thing. I just happened to see her crying, so I approached her to see what was wrong. Then when she took off running this way, I followed her, out of gentlemanly concern.
Looks like she definitely came through here, though. You think she could have gone into that old schoolhouse you guys poke around in every month?
Couldn't be. We locked it after we finished up in there earlier. Huh.
A short while earlier.
Where am I? What is this place? The door wasn't locked. A cat? Oh. What is this? It looks like some kind of machine, and yet... Where's the cat I saw earlier? I don't see anywhere it could have hidden itself. Oh, it looks like there's something written here. Huh? Ah! So it was an elevator. I must have descended pretty far underground. What's this? A red door? It seems awfully huge. Maybe it leads to somewhere important?
Force lock released. Initialization complete. Potential awakener waveform confirmed within 50 yards. Commencing the first trial.
Elise! Where are you?
No sign of her.
Why do I have to?
Elise? Scream?
It came from farther inside.
It came from below.
What is this place?
Wow, so this is what it looks like down here now? Going down, huh? All right then, patty cakes. Time to lock and load.
Don't call me that! What the hell is that? A giant suit of armor?
Elise!
What the?
Ein großer Spoiler, aber die Augen und das Drumherum im Nachhinein erinnert mich sehr an die Corrosion aus Daybreak 2. Rein vom Design. Ja, wir sind ein klitzekleinen Kampf.
Now.
Aber auch erstmal natürlich das Wichtigste analysieren.
Now.
So, fangen wir mal an mit der Dynamic Size. Das war gar nicht mal so viel Schaden. Das war noch weniger Schaden, holy fuck. Versuchen, glaube ich, erstmal ein bisschen die CP aufzufüllen. So, dann jetzt Motivate. Eine Menge Schaden, das muss ich heilen. Das ist gar nicht mal so viel Heilung, die ich bekommen habe.
What's happening?
Is he trying to suppress his power?
No, I'm not going to be swallowed by it anymore. I don't have a chance of beating that thing, but I have to try anyway. To take back myself, and take back what I lost that winter's day. What?
You're not thinking of leaving me out of the action, are you? Take care of the girl, Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Don't call me that either!
Thanks. I owe you one.
No problem. Let's fire up those combat links.
Let's go, wir haben Crow an unserer Seite.
Come at me.
Einer der wenigen Charaktere mit Schusswaffen, die ich ganz cool finde in Trails.
All right.
Here we go.
Auch hier machen wir gerade mal.
My turn.
Ich will eigentlich die ganzen Craft bringen. Rapid Volley.
Bang, bang,
Ich
bang.
kenne die, aber ihr wird sie abziehen. So, das können wir mal skippen.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Schön, die Cross, den machen wir noch Freezing Bullet
Freeze. Get it?
und den Cross Raven danach.
Yeah, you're done.
An das S-Craft kann ich mich gar nicht mehr erinnern.
See ya.
Crow ist schon cool. Ich mag Crow als Charakter echt gerne.
Arcus, activate. Ha! Here we go.
Go.
So, aber hier ein bisschen vor, weil
Arcus,
das ist nicht sonderlich spannend.
Arcus activate. Ha.
Ha!
Let's go.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Kein Level Up für Rean, schade.
Damn. thought I'd finished my crash course in craziness half a year ago.
Thanks, Crow. So you can use Arcus too?
Yeah, I was part of the trial program for Class 7. That's how I met Toa, George, and Jellica.
I see.
Rean.
Elise!
Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. I just lost my balance when that tremor hit earlier. But thank you for protecting me. Just like you did back then. No, this time was different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I pulled through. Somehow.
I'm glad.
Oh.
Here comes the cleanup crew.
Rean, are you alright?
Is your sister... Oh, good. It looks like she's okay.
What happened here?
A giant suit of armor?
It looks like something imbued with the magic of the Dark Ages.
I can't begin to imagine what must have transpired here.
Well, a tough fight did, at least.
You're all here.
Good grief.
I'm so relieved you were able to find your sister and that everyone's okay.
She's even more of a beauty than I'd imagined.
Oh, I'd love to get some hands-on time with that door in this suit of armor.
I swear, it's almost comforting how you guys never change. But hey, what took you, instructor?
Sorry about that. Still, it looks like you guys managed to handle things just fine without me. I take it this big lug came from inside that door?
Yes, I was just looking at it when suddenly...
Hold on. Let's just give our report starting from the top.
Good evening, I'm your host, Misty. You're listening to Radio Trista. It's July 18th and things are finally cooling down now at 9 p.m. So pour yourself a cold drink and let's roll right into tonight's Abend time, shall we? It's just over a week until Heimdall kicks off its summer festival, a month after the rest of the country. I'm sure plenty of you out there might be thinking of the concert in the Heimdall Opera House or the summer races. But the festival is best known for its opening day events, traditionally attended by members of the Imperial family. This year, Crown Prince Cedric will be making an appearance at the ceremony in Heimdall Cathedral. And his sister, Princess Alphen, will be attending a posh garden party sponsored by Heimdall City Hall. I would have loved to see the Empire's two greatest treasures in person, but alas, I can't get away from work that day. But don't you worry, I'm still planning on winning my bets on the summer races. I'll let you know how I do. If you're not old enough to place a bet, don't worry. You'll be able to make questionable financial decisions soon enough. Moving along, I'm sure by now many of you have heard about the ongoing construction of the giant building in Crossbell State. It's supposed to be even taller than the Rhineford building in Ruhr, making it the continent's first true skyscraper. The latest reports say that construction is almost complete and that it'll be unveiled at next month's trade conference.
Okay, dann weiß ich was nächsten Monat. Okay,
A lot of you have been writing in about it, so I'll be sure to keep you posted with all the latest.
Ich dachte, dass in einem Monat die Trade Conference, die sehen wir auf der anderen Seite ja in Azure. Und na, sagen wir so, das Das ist zum Teil der Grund, warum die Cold Steel Spiele nochmal auf dem Kanal spielen würde. Da ich das jetzt die andere Seite von dem ganzen Kram kenne. Ja, perfekt. Dann ist das hier doch eigentlich ein ganz guter Punkt, um diesen Part zu beenden. Wenn euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nichts mehr zu verpassen. Und beim nächsten Mal, ja, machen wir dann weiter mit dem, ich kann es ja schon mal anteasern, dem Practical Exam. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.